Police have just identified a murder suspect who was arrested after an overnight standoff in southeast Portland. They say Jesse Garza III now faces charges of attempted murder and unlawful use of a weapon for shooting at police officers last night. Police initially responded yesterday to reports of a murder suspect in the neighborhood near southeast 148th and Division. Officers say they found Garza driving away from an apartment complex. Spike strips were deployed and the car's tires deflated, but police say Garza kept driving. They followed him to another apartment complex where they say that Garza began firing shots at them from a handgun. We're told he ran into an apartment, still firing at police, which triggered a response from the Special Emergency Reaction Team and forced the neighborhood into lockdown. Garza surrendered shortly after midnight without further incident. As we mentioned, Garza is a suspect in a murder. Police say he shot and killed 58-year-old Richard Newman earlier this month. This is a photo of the victim. The shooting happened in an apartment on Southeast Bush Street. The murder is still under investigation. If you know anything about the shooting, you're urged to contact Portland police. We now know